Travel expert Lisa Niver joins us live with a Getaway giveaway to the nation's birthplace of freedom, the code word you need to win, an all-expense-paid vacation right after the break.
There are a few places more important to our nation's history than Philadelphia, the city intimately linked with our founding fathers and many of our country's presidents.
And so to help us celebrate President's Day, today we invited travel expert and creator of We Said Go Travel, Lisa Niver, with a very special gift. All right, we like people coming with gifts. Good to see you, Lisa.
It's great to
see
you
And the gifts are for the viewers today. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So why Philadelphia?
Well, personally, I love Philadelphia. That's where I went to university. I went to Penn, and I've just always loved Philadelphia. And for me, it was a break from California. I tried out living on the East Coast, and there's so many new and interesting things to see. I love some of the new museums, and we're showing some of our famous fathers, the founding fathers, and there's also our founding mothers. So Benjamin Franklin helped start Penn and our country. And so some of the things that are amazing to see in Philadelphia are the National Constitution Center. And it's literally like you're walking through the Constitution the way the museum is laid out. It's so incredible. I feel like, you know, it goes in order of history. It talks about the 14th Amendment, the 19th Amendment, when women got the right to vote. And we're talking about President's Day weekend and what makes our country great. And the Constitution is what makes America great. And so George Washington, there's so much to learn about him at the Constitution Center. And then here we have City Hall, which of course is amazing and recently redone. I actually went in City Hall to the mayor's conference room, and it's an incredible city, and everything's very close in Center City. So I really love Philadelphia. There's so much to see and do besides the Constitution Center. For the Museum of the American Revolution opened in 2017, and you can see George Washington's tent where he was during the war. And it's just incredible to be so close to history.
This is great for kids, too, to maybe visit as a family type of trip, too.
Absolutely. And one of my favorite things is the Betsy Ross House. So Betsy Ross was visited by George Washington, and George Washington asked her, would she consider making the flag? They had worked together before. She was an upholsterer. And she agreed to make the flag, but of course it would be treason, so she made it in her bedroom. And when you go to the house, you can actually meet an actor who plays Betsy Ross, and I loved hearing about her life. There's her bedroom and the flag as she made it, and she showed us how she made the stars, and she helped design it. And I think it's really important on President's Day weekend that we think about our founding fathers and our founding mothers.
Question, Paul Revere's house in Boston, they were really short, so the ceilings were really low. Was her house the same way?
There were some places where the stairs were steep, and they talked about, one of the things that exhibit I really liked there, where they talked about historic chocolate, because people didn't want to have tea that was taxed, and so it was revolutionary to drink hot chocolate, which of course is great news.
Right.
Chocolate is important in politics.
Do they have a freedom trail like Boston?
It's a little bit different because of the design of the town, but there's literally, when you walk around, everything has a sign, and you're like, it's historic for this and historic for that. And I think it's living history. And one of the things I find when people travel internationally is they really seek out what's interesting and different and what makes the country the country. And here in America, we have so many places like that, especially historic Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it, as living history vacation. And you come with gifts, as we said. You are giving away to a lucky KTLA viewer. It's an amazing mini vacation.
Absolutely. So you can see here, this is the Lowe's, the historic Lowe's Philadelphia is in the PSFS building. So we're giving away 2 nights stay at the Lowe's Philadelphia. And then the newest skyscraper is the Four Seasons Hotel is on top of the Comcast Tower, and we're giving away a meal at Vernick Coffee Bar. And that is an amazing brand new skyscraper. So the oldest historic skyscraper, the modern one, and the newest. And then we're also giving passes for 2 to the Betsy Ross House, the Museum of the American Revolution, and the National Constitution Center.
All right, so if you're interested in that prize, and you should be, text the code word Philly to 515151. The 500th viewer will win. And for even more amazing travel deals and vacation ideas, you can always log on to Lisa's website, wesaidgotravel.com and lisaniver.com.
Good to see you.
Quick question. So you went to Penn.
Yes.
Freshman year, first day in January, were you going, I should have gone to USC?
It was cold.
It was really cool.
I bet it was.
All right. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.